Hello everyone, it's your favorite night owl here, out on this unfortunately sunny day, with displayed contents of a Milsurp MRE single pack of US origin, which I bought off of Amazon for around 20 bucks. Fantastic. Now before we get started, we are not sponsored by any of the brand names that will be mentioned or seen within this video. Alrighty then. Like, share, and subscribe. And let's get on with it, shall we? We have here the displayed contents, as previously mentioned, of an MRE I recently acquired. A number of individuals have been talking to me, and they've been looking into them for emergency supplies and camping supplies as well, but mostly as emergency supplies. So I went and acquired one, as I have gotten them in the past for similar reasons. Prices of these do vary quite a bit when you buy them, where you buy them, of course, and other reasons that might be mentioned later in the video. Now, for $20 for a single meal, if in the event of a 3-day emergency, prices will stack up fairly quickly, especially if you plan on eating 3 meals a day, and if you have a family that you intend to get these for as well. So I was wondering, as a bit of a challenge, could I by chance do something similar to this MRE, or at least come fairly as close as I could for emergency supplies for half the cost, which was, when I got this, as previously stated, about $20. So a budget of $10. Which I am about to head out in my van to select 2 stores, a sporting goods store and a grocery store. Which ones I will select? Well, I'll figure that out on the way. Alrighty then. See you when I get back. Hello everyone. We're back and have the MRE here splayed out on the table to see what we get before we see what we've gotten for the sake of this video. Fantastic. Now, this particular MRE cost me roughly 20 bucks with tax, which is about right for prices right now, which is 15 and up depending on country of origin, age, scarcity, and other matters that are at play. Shipping is also a big issue, although I was able to get this with free shipping. Fantastic. We have here the contents of the bag, which over here we have a tropical punch flavored, no fruit juice. Alright, interesting name. We have up here a lemon poppy seed pound cake. That sounds pretty good. Underneath that we have the drink pouch underneath the drink, the heating pouch underneath the pound cake, and that wonderful little spoon there. The ever-famous MRE spoons. Fantastic. Those things are always nice to have around. Let's move over here to the rest of the goodies. We have here the pouch, which is the main course, which is beef ravioli. Over here, one of my favorites, a wheat snack bread. Also, I do enjoy. Up here we have a cheese spread, which I assume is for the bread, but I'm going to stick it in with the main pouch. And then there's the beef snack. It does come with a accessory pack, which includes a moist towelette, MRE toilet paper, hot sauce, and some gum. Let's flip that over and see. There we go. Also some instant coffee. That's nice. So, to break it all down, we have a snack item, cheese spread, which can be added to the main or the snack item, a dessert item over here, and a drink option, along with silverware, in the form of that single spoon. Let's move on over and see what we could get for the agreed-upon budget limitation. The sporting goods store I chose to go with was Academy Sports. Alright. There were 2 relatively close to me that I could have gone to. Academy Sports, which I feel has a better layout within the store, made it easier to find things, which was absolutely fantastic, so that's why I went with them. Although Sportsman's Warehouse, the last time I was there, seemed to have a wider selection, which probably means I should have went there, but I was on a time constraint at the time, unrelated to the video. We have here a instant meal, which is effectively a food pouch, and this is Home's food pouch. Sort of like this main over here in the MRE, although it's contained within its heating pouch, as this is an O-Meals home-style meal. Southwest chicken with rice. Fantastic. Self-heating and fully cooked. Alright. Now, full disclosure, I do prefer things like the freeze-dried meals where I add the hot water myself, as freeze-dried goods tend to last much longer than retorch pouched and canned goods. Although there is exceptions to that. Moving on here, we have what I was able to get at the second store, which was, well, Walmart. Let's see what we got. We have here the main creamy chicken. Ooh, there seems to be people seem to be a bit busy on the road today. We have here, to go with it, some tuna honey barbecue. Fantastic. Now we have up here a single Spam slice, Spam light, so it's supposed to have less sodium, to go along with some spicy noodles. Fantastic. Now, spicy noodles and Spam, especially if you take the time to fry said Spam, is fantastic, and particularly good. Now, there is one item I got specifically to highlight something that, generally speaking, should be avoided. Potato chips can be fried, and there's a lot of air in those bags to make them look fuller. One of the world's oldest marketing tricks. Alrighty then, so they do not particularly have a long shelf life, which can be quite problematic. Now, price-wise, we need to move back. This only cost me $6.23, all of this, from Walmart. And shelf-life-wise, canned goods and retorch pouch goods other packaged goods, tend to have a fairly decent shelf life to them, but not as long as a lot of freeze-dried goods. And with these dried goods like this, generally, as long as they're kept in a cool, dry place, they do last a little bit longer than their Best Buy would suggest. The exception being things like potato chips, which tend to not last very long. I did not get that for the sticker price on the bag there. I got it on sale, which was fantastic, for a rough little under half the cost. Now, moving back over here, as a comparison, the cost between the two is quite significant. $9.17, $6.23. One item, which nearly broke the budget, and then we have these 5 items, and there's enough left over that I could have gotten more. However, for the sake of the video highlighting what could be gotten, I went ahead and stuck with what I got. Now, for the sake, I will not be trying all of these on the video. And to be honest, with these specialty goods, because a lot of stuff like this is considered specialty goods along with the freeze-dried stuff, so they tend to sell for a higher price, which is why I tend to buy freeze-dried goods over stuff like this for long-term emergency storage, because it just lasts much longer. I don't need to replace it as frequently. Now, for the same price as the MRE, I could have gotten 2 of these, or 1 of these and a less expensive item, which then I could have afforded some of their instant tea packets they had there. Which I believe they're instant tea. They might have just been straight tea bags. I did not do a close inspection. Moving back over here, this is about a sixth. Oh dear. My pardon. This is about 1/3 of the price of the MRE that I had acquired. So I could have gotten much more for the same price. In fact, this is basically a 24 hours pack's worth of food. Well, at least it could be, depending on how heavily you eat, or what activities which may require a much higher calorie count than what's here. So, and to move back to 24-hour packs, they tend to be 2 to 3 times as expensive as single packs, prices do vary. So I tend to avoid, overall, getting MREs, especially the 24-hour packs, because there are options if you know what to get that you can get more of for less cost. But there's one thing both these options do not particularly have, and that is variety. Moving back over to the MRE here, we have a dessert item, the snack item, the main meal, and everything's generally well balanced. You have the drink option, of course the beefy snack, the cheese, and the accessory pack also comes with its own silverware. With this stuff over here, we have to provide our own silverware and our own sides, so that would increase the price. Although, when you're trying to do this yourself, instead of getting it from an MRE, a lot of times to get those other items, you have to buy them in packs of multiple, which increases the price overall whenever you're shopping, even though in the long run you can potentially save a lot of money. Over here, now as for these two, both I consider to be legitimate options. Although the freeze-dried good at the sporting goods store, to me, would be the preferred choice. Now, this is the information I've had available to share. And to be honest, I'd probably go the route of getting the specialty goods, such as the freeze-dried items in this, at the sporting goods store. Well, periodically seeing what I could get at a grocery store such as Walmart. The MREs themselves are a good option in certain circumstances. In my disposition, this is all my personal opinion after all. And provide a well-balanced single meal, or with 24-hour packs, 2 to 3 meals, depending on what's considered a 24-hour supply of food in your particular region. Me personally, I tend to only have like 1 meal a day and some snacks, and that's particularly it. Because I tend to be on the move, so I don't have a lot of time to sit down and, well, have more than one pre-prepared meal a day. So I do appreciate things like this, as they can provide a decent outright meal, and then I can just snack on whatever I can find afterwards. Although for value-wise, I do believe I got the better value over here. Although, I do believe if having to buy for the sake of competing with MREs for long-term, let's say, emergency food, I would end up going with the sporting goods option. Although this is all my personal opinion, and to each their own. Alrighty then, I thank everyone for their time. I will not be trying all of this in this one video, but we'll be trying some of this in later videos, especially these meals over here, which I actually haven't had. I saw them next to the freeze-dried goods I intended to get, and I decided to give them a try for the video, because these are very similar, considering it's essentially a pouched meal with a heating pouch, which it happens to be encased in when it's sold, to what you'd get in MRE with this retorch pouch here, which is a meal that you put into a heating bag. Fantastic. Like, share, and subscribe, and see everyone around.